What's up, ladies and gents? This is K-Sig Kid, coming at you with another Destiny video. Today, we're back at Crota, doing the hard raid, because we're looking for our Yellowhorn. Well, maybe I got it. Maybe I got it this week. I got something. I got an exotic drop that I did not have before. So, is it the Yellowhorn? Well, let's just wait and see. Let's wait and see. So again, as I mentioned in a video the other day, my core group has been raiding with some different people, and as always, these people have different ways that they like to go about doing the raid, and that was no different in this group. In fact, the person who ran the sword was actually one of those new individuals, so in order to make sure that everything seemed comfortable and awesome for them, we did the raid the way that they wanted to do it. Now, there are some things that I definitely would not want to do in my raid, the way if it was just strictly my group. But again, to cater towards the people who were in this raid to make it easiest on them, we just went ahead and followed what they wanted to do. And it worked out in this case, though it wasn't exactly pretty, or beautiful, or lovely. It wasn't a special flower type moment, you know? It got done, but it's like making sausage. You don't want to see how your sausage is made. Don't look at how your sausage is made, kids. So that is an awful lot of sausage talk for the beginning of the raid. That's more talk about sausages than we've talked about in all of our previous videos. Sausage. What? What is this video? This is going downhill real fast. Well, anyway, this group wanted to go ahead and leave on the left, which is fine. This is our typical path. I call it out and we book it to the left, but really it doesn't matter if you go left or right out the room because you're going to the middle anyway. And then the next step is trying to find the sword bearer, and he is by far the worst part of the raid for me, for my money. I feel like most of the glitches happen with the sword bearer just doing something goofy or hiding or just not coming out, being behind or underneath one of the two towers on either side, not being able to be found. In fact, I didn't even get a hit on him. I mean, I don't think I got a hit on him. Maybe I got something with the Suros, but he was just MIA, stuck behind those pillars and rocks and didn't want to come out. He was a little shy, just a little shy. As it's time to get Crota down, Eris called it out. The Yellowhorn rockets and other rockets went out, and I am now counting down from 3, 2, 1, shoot it out. Get those rockets in the air before Crota becomes vulnerable. That way, as soon as he is vulnerable, your rockets are there hitting him and being like, no, Crota, get down, get on your knees, Crota. This group did not want to go to the inside. My guys did, but again, in deferring to the new sword bearer and one other individual, we stayed on the outside. They also did not want us to get the sword bearer down in the middle, which I am not a fan of. I like the sword bearer down underneath me because then I know where he is and I can shoot him in the face and take his sword, just like I'm taking his lunch money. So all we did is sit out here, and Bulldog is having a field day, hitting me. Only then the thrall started hitting me, and I'm like, what? So that wasn't fun. That was a little bit like Boy Who Cried Wolf, as Bulldog was there smacking me from behind, and then suddenly it's a thrall hitting me from behind. So in order to help get my health back, one of our titans popped a bubble, which is awesome because that means there's that little juicy orb right there. And my three-eyed helmet, yeah, that's totally the name of it, the three-eye helmet, allows me to get my health on orb pickup, but I first needed to just go ahead and waste my own super before I can go ahead and pick it up. So now I am full and ready to go. Crota's back to the middle, only where is the sword bearer? I have no idea because we weren't shooting at him, we weren't doing anything, so he's just somewhere out there, and I think he's over to the left. Nope, there he is. Right down in the middle. I can go ahead and get a couple sniper shots on him. The Afridi's spear really does a good job of staggering the sword bearer, so that's kind of a nice thing. I'm really glad that I end up using that with all its impact. It does a good job, especially if I get a headshot. Back up again for our second sword run. Eris calls it out. Boom, rockets a-flying. Rockets a-flying. Now I've got my rocket up. 1, 2, 3. And the hail of rockets lays down on Crota. As soon as you see the immune, you know it's time to book it over to the ogre room. And this is the place where some people who are really not too familiar with the raid kind of get a little bit panicked and they end up getting killed by a thrall or something like that. That's not the problem with this group at all, but it is a case where if you happen to pick up people from something like the Destiny Looking For group or something site, you could find some problems right down there. Oh, look at that ogre. Oh, he's so tiny. Oh, he's gone. So I'm standing here by Nugs, and we're laughing after that one Crota fail video where the ogre didn't come out on time, and we're like, and now? And there he is. We call him out. Thank you, ogre, for coming out finally. I did not like whenever you glitched out and caused us to wipe. That was very bad and mean of you. So now that you get the first ogre down, you know what to do. Look across the map and kill Shrek 2. Shrek 2, the not as funny Shrek. I don't know. I actually don't remember. He is down, and you book it up to the left. I know a lot of people aren't hugging the full left wall. I always tell them go left of that pillar. That is the best way because the thralls really run to the right of the pillar when they're coming down. And, you know, you don't want to run face to face with a bunch of thralls. Just deal with them up over the top of the steps. To the left of that pillar is much, much safer hugging the wall. Now up here you usually have a whole bunch more thralls to deal with, but I don't know. For some reason, they weren't there. Maybe they're hibernating. Maybe they're just scared. There's some scaredy thralls. So that is actually a whole lot more damage to Crota than I thought we actually had on him. That was a great job by our sword bearer. Crota is easily in killing range. We shouldn't have any bit of a problem. You're gonna have a problem. No, we shouldn't have any bit of a problem dealing with that low of health on Crota. It's just the 2 swords left to do, and get the rewards. I like being up here in this middle room and waiting for Crota to get to the right position and then back to the middle. Kind of gives the group just a little bit of time to catch their breath, and if there are orbs or heavy ammo here, loot and profit. Now the one thing that this group didn't want, I said it earlier, was they did not want the sword bearer down in the middle. And this is the our sword wielder and his one buddy who were in here, and they didn't want to do it. Now since it was the sword bearer who was making this request, the rest of us obliged, but I'm still not a fan of it. I understand the premise. They don't want the sword down this far away from Crota because then they're afraid of the sword running out of time by the time they get up to Crota and are doing the slams. I get that premise, but I've seen more raids wipe and die because you can't find the sword bearer hiding somewhere far back into the map than I have with the sword disappearing too early. I don't like the strategy. It ended up working here because, again, that was something that our sword bearer was familiar with, but I'm just not a big fan of it in general. I personally wouldn't recommend it. Doesn't mean that my way is right and their way is wrong. It's just, this is my video, so I'm just saying what personally works best for the groups that I've been in. And again, you know that I always like to sit back and wait till the boomer volley is down. You see, I even got hit by 2 of those anyway, so if I would have ran out in the beginning, who knows, I might have taken some damage to my health. And again, right here, we don't see where the sword bearer is. Not sure where he is. I'm going to try to hop on over here to see if I can get a better view. People are just firing down, and it looks like he's dead. But if he was down in the middle, we all would have known. We could have easily got him. There wasn't a problem here because he still did go down, but, you know, it could have been bad. Crota is down. Our sword bearer is smacking him in the face with the sword. All that's left is one final countdown, one final rocket out, switch over to the Suros. I see that immune coming up. That means I just wait and wait. And it looks like I got nothing. But if looking on the left side of the screen, the chat scroll, I got a plan C. A plan C. That's actually my first plan C, and here I am going to orbit just to show, there it is, popping in. So that's awesome. First plan C. Nice. I like getting new things. So anyway, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, smack that like button. Subscribe to the channel to keep updated on daily Destiny content. Check out these awesome videos. Good luck with your raids, your drops, and I'll see you around in Destiny. Sausage.